Sai Ram class, welcome all. As in our last class, we learned about how we can use clock and how we can read a clock. Now in today's class, we will gonna learn about date. That how we can represent a date in two different ways. The first one in which we only use numbers, and the second one in which we use name of month. Now we have two letters written by cousins to each other. The first letter is written by Atif to his cousin sister Sabana. Atif wrote that letter from Ajmer on 1/5/2006. Now we all know that which month is the fifth month? Yes, May is the fifth month of the year. That means that letter is written by Atif on 1st of May 2006. Now let's see what he had wrote in this letter. Dear Shabana Appa, hello. How are you? I am fine. Appa, my holidays have started today. That I am going to my Nani's place on 1/5/2006. Sorry, not 1/5, on 5/5. That means on 5th of May. And I will be back on 20/5/2006. That means he went to his Nani's place on 5 May and came back on 20th May. Okay. Now what he further wrote, my school will reopen on 30/6/2006, means 30 of May 2006. Now Shabana, who stays in Nagpur, got this letter on 6th of May 2006. Now she wrote back to Atif from Nagpur dated 7/5/2006. That means she got letter on 6th of May and she wrote back to Atif on 7th of May. Now let's see what she had wrote. Dear Atif, hello. I am doing well here. I got your letter yesterday. Happy holidays. My school will close on 1st June 2006. It will reopen on 10th of August. I will go to school trip to Goa and will return on 7th of June. I will try to come to Ajmer after that. At 1/5/2006 means 1st of May 2006. So now let's see what will be our first exercise. So now here you can see that first we have to write dates. That means we have to write that for what date these number stands for. So let's see. As we know, 5/5/2006 could be written as 5 May 2006. So 25/06 could be written as 20 May 2006 and 7/6/2006. 6 is the June. That means 7 of June 2006. and how we can write 1107 1 January. First month of year is January, 1st January 2007. So let's see what could be the answer. So we can easily say here that we can write 2506 as 20 May 2006, 7606 as 7 June 2006, 1107 as 1 January 2007. Now our next exercise is we have to write these dates in numbers. 1 June 2006. So we know that June is the 6th month of the year and we can write 2006 as 06. So we can write 1 June 2006 as 1606. Now how we can write 30 May 2006. So we know that May is the 5th month of the year and we can write 2006 as 06. Now what about 10 August 2007? We know that August is the 8th month of the year and we can write 2007 as 07. So let's see what should be the answer. 1 June 2006, 1606, 30 May 2006 as 3/5/2006 and 10 August 2007 as 10/8/07. Questions are, we have to compare or we have to look in the letters written by Atif and Shabana to answer these questions. The first question is, how long did it take the letter to reach from Ajmer to Nagpur? So we know that Atif wrote that letter on 1st of May and Shabana got it on 6th of May. So we could say that from 1st of May to 6th of May, it will take 5 days. Means the 2nd May, 3rd May, 4th of May, 5th of May and then 6th of May. Total 5 days it will take. Now what will be our next question? How many days will Atif spend at his Nani's place? So we can see in letter that Atif told Shabana that I am going to Nani place on 5/5/2006 and will be back on 25 May. So from 20 we have to minus 5 and we get our answer 15 day. So we can say that from 5/5/2006 to 25/2006 it will be 15 days. That means Atif spent 15 days at his Nani's place. Now we have to fill the blank about Shabana's holidays and Atif's holidays, that from which date to which date they have holidays, and we have to count the number of days also. So we know that Atif's school closed on 1st of May 2006 and reopen on 6th of June 2006. But Shabana's school close on 1st of June and reopen on 9 of August. So when we counted the number of days, we get to know that how many days there in June. We have 30 days in June, and then 31 day in July, and then how many days we have to take of August? 9 days only. So we can add them and get to know that there are 70 days holidays for Shabana. Now what about Atif? We know that there are 31 days in May and 30 days of June. So when we add them, we get to know that Atif's school were closed for 61 days. Now let's see how many days we have in different months. So we know that we have 31 days in January, 31 days in March, 31 in May, 31 in July, 31 in August, 31 in October, 31 in December. Now for remaining months we have 30 days. For example, we have 30 days in April, we have 30 days in June, 30 days in September and November also. Now in case of February, we have 28 days, and on leap year we have 29 days in February. Now the next question is, we have to answer who has got longer holidays. As we know that the number of days for holidays for Shabana is 70, whereas for Atif it is 61. So our answer is Shabana got longer holidays. Chandran went to a shop to buy butter. He checked the packet to see if this butter was safe to eat or not. Now it was written on the packet. What was written? That best use before 180 days from the date of packing. Now he checked the date of packing. It was 15/1/2006. That means 15 of January 2006. Now we have to answer that in which month was the butter packed. So we know that butter was packed on January. Now which month will be the 180 days after 15/1/2006? Now we know that a month is equals to 30 or 31 days. So let's take 30 days in a month. Now we have to find out that how many month will be passed after 180 days. So we have to divide 180 with 30, as we have 30 days in a month. So when we divided 180 with 30, we get answer 6. So we can say that it will be 6th month after January, and after January it will 6th month after January it will be June, means 6th month of year we have to see, and we know that 6th month of the year is June. So which month will be 180 days after 15/1/2006? It will be June. Now the question is, can Chandran eat it on 15 May? So yes. Why? Because we know that May comes before June. So Chandran can eat that butter on 15th May 2006. Which are the other things that come with an expiry date? So we know that medicines, all edible items are comes with expiry date. Now on a cough syrup it was written manufacturing date is 7/3. Now expiry date is 7/5. That means 7 month of 2005. So we have to answer this shows the month and year till when it is safe. So we have to answer which month and year it is written. So 7th month of year 2005, and we know that July is the 7th month. Now the next question is, would it be safe to take cough syrup in September 2005? So our answer is no, because syrup is safe to drink till 7th month of 2005, whereas we know that September is the 9th month of the year. So syrup is not safe to drink on September. Now after this, let's see what is 24 hours clock. There is a small story about Tuntun, that Tuntun school has closed for summer and he went to his grandmother's place and meet lot of its cousins and have great fun. Now it's time for them to go to the home. Now they get to know that they missed their train. Now, how it is possible? So let's see what is their conversation with station master. So his father asked station master that how it is possible our ticket says 5:30 and we reached in station before 5:30. So master replied that, sir, 5:30 means 5:30 in the morning. The railway always writes 7:30 as 5:30 in the evening. Now, what is this? 17:30? How could it be possible? We know that every clock has only 12 numbers. So how 17:30 could be possible? So let's see what is our 24-hour system. Now we know that in midnight 12 our time will or our day will start. After that at 1 at the night, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6 of the morning, 7 of the morning, 8 of the morning, 9, 10, 11, then 12 of the noon. Now we know that our clock again shows 1 p.m. for afternoon. But in 24-hour system, after noon 12, we have 13 for 1 p.m., 14 for 2 p.m., 15 for 3 p.m., 16 for 4 p.m., 17 for 5 p.m., 18 for 6 p.m., similarly 23 for 11 p.m., and then 24 for midnight, and then again our new day will start. So in such way 5:30 means 5:30 of morning, not 5:30 of evening, because for 5:30 of evening they will write 7:30, as evening 5 will or could be shown as 17 in 24-hour system. So now let's see how we can write these given time in 24-hour system. So we have a 12-hour clock time and we have to write it as 24-hour clock time. Now we can see that 1 o'clock write as 13, 2 o'clock as 14, so 3 o'clock will be written as 15 hours. Similarly, 6 o'clock in the evening. So for 6 we have to add 6 with 12 and we get our answer 18. Similarly, for 9 o'clock in the evening, we just have to add 9 with 12. Why we have to add every number with 12 to get 24-hour system number? Because after 12, our new numbers will start. After noon 12, we have 13, 14 for 1, 2, 3. So, if we have to write 6 of evening according to 24-hour system, we just have to add 6 with 12 and we get our answer 18. Similarly, if we have to write 9 p.m. for 24-hour system, so we just have to add 12 with 9 and we get our answer 21. Okay, I hope you get it better. So you can see here our answer, and 12 at midnight could be written as 24 hours. Now, suppose a train leaves at 8:30 at night. 8:30 at night. So, this time could be write as 20:30 hours. Okay. Now, another important thing is AM and PM. So, we all know that from midnight 12 to noon 12, we write all the time as AM. And afternoon, every time written as PM. You can see here, in a 12-hour clock, each time comes twice in a day. So, 5:30 in the morning is written as 5:30 AM and 5:30 in the evening written as 5:30 PM. So, AM and PM is helping us to know that it is a time for evening or morning. So, the question is, what about 12:30 in the afternoon? So, we know that afternoon we write every time in PM. So, that is 12:30 PM. Now, there are few questions for you. They are activity based. In this, you have to write the time of sunrise and sunset. Now, the next question is, have you seen a 24-hour clock being used? And we have to write where you have. So, the first place is in railways, and in airways also 24-hour system is used. And similarly, you have to find out then where we use or where we can see 24-hour clock system. So this is it for today. Thank you, class.